Hey everyone, welcome to the Dr. S Mind, Body, Soul, What is Your Truth? Here at WCOBM Live Stream TV. I'm here in the studio and I'm so super excited to be in the studio again. It seems like it was a long time. I was out on vacation last week, so here I am back in the studio to share some really good things with you. And I just want to thank everybody who has been supporting, emailing, and going to my website. I'm just thanking everyone of that type of communication I have with you. So I just want to keep that going. So if you want to contact me, you remember drslvnv@yahoo.com. That's my email, or go to my website, mindbodysoul.com. And so let's just get started tonight. I'm so super excited because I've been traveling, going on the East Coast, back to the West Coast, talking with a lot of different people. And this topic tonight is talking about what is the relationship between ego and spirit. And it's like, what do you mean? Is there even a relationship between the two? And the answer is yes. So today, through my morning meditation with a very wonderful, lovely lady that lives here in Las Vegas, and she's the Sunshine Love. That's her name. And we were just having a phenomenal conversation about what is the relationship between ego and spirit. And we all we know what our ego is, right? It's the thing that kind of gets in front and says, I am the best, I am wonderful, I am whatever. It's all the I am, me. So the thing is, it's really fun to really understand why we have ego and how do we overlap that with spirit. So I also want to say, even though I'm doing live stream TV, I want to say hello to everyone that's in my live stream Facebook here in the studio that we're connecting live, and I just get so excited when I see everybody. So hi everybody that's in there, that's signing in. And if you have questions, please put it in. There's Sunshine Love. We see you in there. So thanks for joining, Sunshine Love. And so again, let's get started. It's like, listen, here you have ego and here you have spirit. The more you empty yourself of your ego, your own self-importance, the more room you will welcome spirit into your life. So what does that mean? Well, when you start putting ego, I like to say I put my ego on timeout. I'm like, go sit over there. It's not about you. It's about how you can serve someone else, how you can be a supportive to someone else. Come with open hands like this and say, how can I help you? How can you make me understand what you're saying? And this is how you are now putting ego to the side and allowing the spirit to come through and then do the connection of whatever you're having conversation with someone else, or if you're just having your own meditated type of conversation with spirit in direct contact. So this is important. And the thing is, we have these conversations about ego and spirit, and people say, well, I don't want to be around ego. Ego's not good. No, ego is good. The reason why is because ego is the essence of letting us feel and hear that we know that we're going to have some kind of conflict. So when you put your aware button on and you feel ego coming in, and you put your aware button on and say, wait, stop, hold the phone, and now you can say, aha, this is my ego coming in. This is the conflict that's presented to me in front of me, but now because of free will, free choice, guess what I get to do? I either can go with ego or I can go in the opposite direction and saying, if it wasn't for ego to give me that conflict, that little shift, it might have not let me know that I needed to go in this direction instead of feeling what I would feel with my ego. So I love when ego steps in, but you gotta have your aware button on. You got to understand that with ego, it's a conflict of who you are, of your authentic self, and it's a conflict. So you want to be always with your authentic self. So when you feel that feeling and you're saying, this don't feel right, I felt like it's all about, why am I always hurting? Why am I always the victim? And then when you feel that, just stop. And then just say, you know what? I'm not going to go in that direction. I'm not going to go where it's telling me to feed my ego, to lose myself in my ego and not be able to move forward or evolve. So understand, between ego and spirit, they're both wonderful things, but The challenge is maintaining the right balance of ego and spirit, so that spirit is your firmly command of action. It's like a parent that is guiding their little child, and you're telling your ego, okay, you need to go over there now, to go sit down over there, take a time out. And it needs, when you feel the need of attention, of validation, that independence, constant feeding to yourself, that's when you know ego's in place. That's when you know all this is happening. So I just want to say that, you know what? Everybody's different. So however ego works in your life and how it works in other people's life, it doesn't make them right or wrong. It's just letting them know where they are. And remember, this is your journey. So don't compare your journey with mine or your neighbors or your relatives. No. Just work out your journey. I want to just say hello real fast, everyone on Facebook. So I just want to say thank you. I'm Valentina, and we have Maria, or my cousin Pat, and Edward, and then we also have Janine and Marie and Edward. I'm glad all of you guys are coming in. So share everything that I'm saying, and I hope this all helps everyone. So the thing is, when you identify with ego, you have to let yourself be a little more vulnerable. When you feel that ego coming on, put that little more vulnerable to yourself and really look inward. Stop looking out. Stop looking at other people, what they think. Stop listening to what they say about you. Look inward and understand what it is that you are truly feeling. And then listen, if it's not feeling good, that's okay. It's okay. You don't always have to feel great every minute of the day when you're going through the process of whatever it is that you're going through. But the point is that you recognize it. And that's what I want people to understand between ego and spirit. And it's like, you know what? Ego directs you and to judge others. It also is the way you look, the way you act. Spirit urges you to look past the superficialness of everything and honor the divine essence of who that person is. And I want to use Sunshine Love. We were talking today, and she just said to me, she says, you have to look at everybody, like, in other words, through God's eyes. Always look at the bright light, the goodness of people. Look at them in that level. Don't look at their flaws. Don't look at it because they don't know something, they don't know how to do something, they don't dress a certain way, or they don't have enough money of a certain thing. Don't even put yourself in that direct Ames way. Just keep it simple, keep it straightforward. And when you look at people through the spirit side and you look through the eyes of the spirit, it's going to help you understand that, you know what, you'll have a better connection with people of understanding where they are and how you can help them. So that is always a wonderful thing to do. I just love when I'm able to do that with people. And so when you look through the eyes of ego, you see the contents of your life. And when you look through the eyes of spirit, you see the context of your life. So the thing is, you want to understand, what is it in your life do you want? What's going to make you happy? Is it the stuff that you see through ego? Because this one's got a better job, this one's got a better car, this one's wearing nicer clothes, this one has a better relationship, this one has better family? Or is it that you look through spirit and say, I'm happy who I am, I'm happy on where I am, I love what I'm doing right now. It doesn't mean I have to stay here, it doesn't mean I can't grow and evolve, but you know what, this is working right now. So this is how you know the difference between the two. And when you start really feeling what you're feeling, it is amazing. So I want to see on my Facebook live here, how many of you out there ever struggled between ego and spirit? So I would like someone, whoever types out there, I just want to see and share with the conversation. Have you ever struggled between ego and spirit, and how did you deal with it? So go ahead and type your answers there, and I'll be reading them here live in the studio. But I want to say, you know what? In abundance, spirit shares, and it's always content. And that is the feeling and the word that I love. I want to feel content in everything that I do. I want to know that it's the right thing for me. I'm not doing it because it makes you feel good or you think it's the right thing to do. I'm doing what makes me feel content. And that is where I had to learn that. I had to learn, hey, everything I want to do and everything I like and stuff, other people don't. They don't like it. Now I can understand it. Sometimes I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what? You don't want to, eat at a restaurant every night, or you don't want to live in a beautiful, 10,000 square foot home? And some people say to me, no. And it's like, what? But this is what it is. This is why we're all different. This is why we all have our own journey. This is why we all have our own free will. And so I get so excited because I like to talk about ego and spirit, but I also like to talk about is how do you know in your spirit being, having this human experience, how do you know to turn on your spirit's authentic self so that you can connect to your loved ones on the other side? How many of you can do that? And that is definitely something that I'm very strong on, that I practice, and I do this every day. And I talk to all my loved ones on the other side, is because when you learn how to connect to your true authentic self, and you know how to get into the spirit of who you are and carry that spirit and connect it to the other side, you will be amazed on what happens in your life. You will be so amazed. You'll be like, I cannot believe that this is happening. And the thing is, why? Because they're giving you the answers. They're giving you the help. They're giving you the connection. They're telling you where to go, how to do, what to do, when to do it. Why? Because you're using your soul as the GPS of giving you that direction, and you're listening through your soul on what they're saying to you. Because why? They're working behind the scenes. They can see everything that's meant to be. They see what your journey is. They see what your destiny that you're supposed to be doing. But yet, sometimes because of free will, we might turn left, we might turn right, and we might not get there as fast. So the thing is, I want to really go strong. I have my talk radio show every Saturday. I do my Facebook Live as well, and I talk about these things. And I want you to email me your questions. I want you to email me and let me know what you're struggling with. How come you can't connect with your loved ones? Why are you still carrying that that sadness in your heart? Why are you still going through this after 3 months, 5 months, a year? You shouldn't be doing that. That should not be happening for you. Let's take some things on here on live Facebook. We got Sunshine Love saying that my heart chakra, your heart chakra is definitely a good point to start with when you're talking about ego and spirit, that you have your heart chakra and you open up your heart, and that is going to lead to so many other good things when you put that in the formula of spirit and your heart chakra connected with your soul, and you just get into spirit world. So it's definitely a great thing. I just want to say hi to everyone. Gary, Donna, and I want to see Michelle. Great to see you. And so I'm just thinking, hi, Mr. Chido. How are you, Dr. Chido? How are you? So thank you for everyone just signing in and just going in right now. And so again, we're talking about the relationship between ego and spirit, but as well as we're talking about our ego and our spirit, I also want to talk about the things of how we are spiritual beings and how do we just dial up and talk to our loved ones on the other side. And it's something very easy. And the thing is, I want to start doing and start putting together for everyone who follows me, is I'm going to start developing this scientific level of our bodies, of our human experience, to the spirit world. And what does that have relations with? What does that have to do with it? Well, it has a lot to do with it, because our central nervous system, you're going to probably feel a lot of more people are very more racy. A lot of people are very agitated. Why? It's because we're living in a world that is moving faster than we can even say the word fast. And the thing is, we're trying to keep up. We're on social media. We got police. We're doing 5 different things at one time, because why? We're doing all the emailing, social media, and we're trying to get everything done. But guess what? It's really taking a toll on our nervous system. And we weren't built to be in this high energy nervous system, constant. We have to learn to filter out, learn to release, so that we can still walk down our journey and get to our destiny. It's like, why are we here? Why are you doing what you're doing? What's the purpose? So when you gotta put all these questions and put it down to say, this is why I'm doing this. This is who I am, and this is why I'm doing it, and this is where I'm going. And on the way of going and getting there, this is who I'm taking with me. This is who I'm going to go with. These are the people, the supporters. We're going to lock arms and we're going to move forward and live this life that we're supposed to, and on the journey that we're supposed to. So I just want to say that, you know what, everyone that's still chiming in here, signing in. Thanks. Hey, Matt, how are you? And again, I just want to say, like, even like now, here live in the studio in Las Vegas, this beautiful sunset behind me. I just enjoy that. That gives me such peace. It gives me such like, oh man, this life is so great. Life is beautiful. This earth has so many riches. How many of the riches of this earth are you enjoying? Are you enjoying being outside? Are you enjoying being in your home? Are you enjoying being in the ocean? What are the things that make you excited? And when you do, I want you to get aligned and recognize that feeling at that given time, and then connect to your authentic self, your soul, to make you feel even more joyful. And that is, to me, is so, that's worth all, there's not even all the money in the world that can put a price on that, because that's how valuable we are. That's how valuable that we have within ourselves. Everybody always looks outside. They want to look outside. They're looking at other things, what people have or do. But if you would just take time and sit with yourself and look inside, you'd be amazed at what you have inside you. You would be amazed on what you are all about, and why you do the things that you do, and how come you like the things you like, and what are the things that you don't know about. And like, I'm doing this every day. Always remember, when you start feeling like you are on autopilot and you're doing everything so routinely, stop. I want you to, from the time you get up, instead of having coffee, have tea, have a glass of milk, or have a glass of water. And when you're driving to work, go a different way. Experience the world in a different way. You're always looking out the same street, the same time. How many times have you used the phrase, oh, I don't know how I got here. The car just drove itself. Yeah, because your subconscious was in such autopilot that literally you were doing something else, listening to the radio or on your phone, which you shouldn't be, and you're driving and you don't even know how you got there. So the thing is, start changing things up. Start changing the way you do things, and start allowing other new experiences to come through so that you can have a different human experience and see things from a different perspective. And that might give you the key to where you got to go next. And the person, you might meet somebody that might be the doorkeeper of what it is that you want. And you would never met them if you didn't go in a different way. You would never met them if you didn't drive another route, or left a little early, or left a little later. You wouldn't have known. So have fun with this. Have fun with understanding how our ego and spirit are connected, and yet it's a balance of understanding that, you know what, this is what I need to do for me because of who I am. And because of who I am, I'm going to do me first. I'm going to take care of me first, and understand that this is what I need to do. And I'm just telling you, I get so super excited. I know I only do this for a half hour here live at WCOBM here in Las Vegas, but I get so charged up, because this stuff should be in everyone's laps every day, of saying, what can we do to make my life better today? This minute right now, I'm having a great time right now. I'm in present moment. And if we live in present moment every minute of the day, you would see your experiences be like, wow, I didn't even know this was going to happen today. Because why? You're living in the present moment, not worrying about what's going to happen next, and you're definitely not giving no energy to what happened behind you in the past. So, hey, Icarice, how are you? I'm so glad you're signed in. Thank you for joining me. And so I just hope that these little tidbits that I give you and the topics that we talk about, I hope that you're able to utilize these in your everyday life. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what background you come from. I don't care what culture, what religion belief you have. But just understand that there is a piece of what it is that you might believe in is in a spirit form that's within you, that's connected to a higher power, that is going to direct you and guide you and lead you to what it is that you are meant to be, because you're here for a reason. This didn't happen accidentally. So I'm just saying that you need to understand that, you know what, I'm a spirit being in this human experience, and I'm going to start sharing with people. And if my ego gets in the way, all right, I'm human. I made a mistake. I made a wrong choice. Okay. But the point is, you know it. And when you realize it and you recognize it, and you know you have the free will to change it, then go ahead. And then you'll see why, when you're doing every day at your job, the person that's negative that's in your life, or someone that's annoying you, maybe a bad relationship, who knows? The point is that you have free will. So there's more people signing in, so welcome. Hey Eddie, good to see you. Hey Dr. Cynthia, good to see you tonight. And so the thing is, we see Eddie saying there, took your advice and had a great time. I'm so glad. All right, Dr. Cynthia, I see you showing love here in the room. So the thing is, again, I just want to say that, you know what? We're all here for a purpose. We're all here for a reason. And so if you see that when you are going through your everyday life and you feel that little thing right here, and it's like, me, I don't like her, she don't like me, I can't stand when that happens, stop. Just stop it. And just getting yourself centered, and then understand that you have to get yourself connected to spirit. And you know what? A lot of times people have to practice. You have to practice maybe doing a meditation, or if you're not doing meditation, if you want to pray, whatever you feel comfortable. But go out there and do put your headphones on, go on YouTube, and just put in there, guided meditation for beginners. And you'll see things will pop up. And just listen to whatever makes you feel good. And when you hear that, and you do it just before you go to bed and you're relaxed, you're gonna wake up feeling like, wow, that was different, like, oh my God, did I really sleep, or I feel good? And so that's the things that you want to do. So I want to just say, hey, Dr. Campbell, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Maria, glad that you can join. So again, I'm talking about relationships between ego and spirit. And this is what we have to understand, that when we go through every day, it is minute to minute, but listen, it becomes very easy when you live your life and you can bring yourself to that higher level in your spiritual self. You can really get through a day. Get through your weeks will go by, and you'll be like, man, what is going on? So just remember that, the people in your life, if they're not the one that's going to support you, you know what? Right now, it's okay. Start worrying about you first and getting yourself together, and understand that you are the most powerful being on this planet. And if you know how to tap into your spirit, and then you can connect to your loved ones, you can connect to your spiritual guides, you can even get connected through Jesus, God himself. And so there's so many different things that are out there that we'd be willing to, that you can understand, and you will know how to utilize them so that you can get through whatever it is you're going through, whether it's something great or whether it's something not so great. The point is, it doesn't matter. It's the energy of understanding that this is what I need right now, and whether I'm in pain or whether I'm in joy, the point is, spirit knows how to work around those emotions and bring us aligned, and saying, this is where we need to be, this is where I need to be aligned, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I love doing what it is that I'm doing. So I just say that, I'm here every month, third Monday of the month, here live at WCOBM. And you know what? It is the most exciting time that I have each month coming here. Don't forget, you can go to my website, drsmindbodysoul.com, or leave me a message at drslvnv@yahoo.com, and give me your comments. I loved everybody signing in, so I'm so excited that you guys got a chance to have this little interaction with me. So I enjoy doing this. So remember, if you ever have a question, email me a topic, whatever it is that you want. It could be here live on this live stream TV, or it could be on my weekly radio show. So I just want everyone to have a great night, and I want to say to everyone, I enjoy you. I love all of you. And the thing is, I'm doing this that I want to say that one of you can say that, you know what, I was dealing with this, but now I got connected and everything is just great. And that is the joy that I love to pass on to other people, for them to feel that joy. So I again want to say hello to everyone in the room. Hi, Diane. And so we're here again at WCOBM, and I'm only here a half hour every third Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, but time's running out and we're gonna have to be getting going. But I love you all, and thank you so much. And I hope that you connect to spirit the way I connect every day, so you can have the joy, peace, and love in your life. Until next month, have a wonderful journey.